Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here. So for today's video, I just wanted to talk about something kind of important. So this might not apply to all of you guys, but there are some of you guys that are returning players. And I see this all the time. Not as often, but I do see it often. I know that there is a lot of you guys that started playing the game after Delves came out. So maybe you're a returning player from before Delves and you don't have the whole cosmic gem situation figured out, or maybe you have some cosmic gems but you don't really fully understand lights, and maybe you just have a full-on coefficient build, just all-out damage, and you don't have anything regarding this light stuff. Now I have seen people saying if they should just restart and start all over. Now that is an option, but I don't recommend it, only because you already made progress on the account. There's no point in starting over. I mean, I guess you can, but the progress that you already have on the account will help you out in the long run. Yeah, you'll probably have to redo gems, but it's gonna be the same thing as if you redid gems on a brand new account, and it'll be worse. At least this way you at least have some bit of damage. You have like a little bit of a foundation. And on top of that, I'm sure you might have some dragons. You might have just anything, some mastery, anything at all. And maybe participated in certain events, maybe you have a bit of work done on your modules, anything like that. So wherever you are in the game, I highly recommend, if you're stuck, to check out any of my guides. I have a video on just about everything, even how to build every single class. It is still relevant. I know it doesn't cover mystic gems, but it's gonna be the same exact thing. I even have a damage video for every single class in case you guys want to check that out. So those of you returning players, if you are in this situation, or maybe you played a little bit after Delves, you have a bit of a start for your crystal gems, even crystal gear and stuff like that. The main thing I'll say is continue doing your quest lines, continue doing your dailies, your weeklies, everything that you have been doing previously. Everything like that is the same. The biggest thing though is going to be gear crafting. It's a new profession. I say new, it's been out for a while now, but I guess it might be new to you guys. So gear crafting, what it is it's a profession and it involves your gear. It's gonna take a bit of flux to even go through it, and I do have videos covering how to complete it, and then there's also a quest line to go with it, so that should help you guys out. But pretty much as you finish that profession, you're gonna get gear crafter boxes as you farm normally. And if you're at least 25k, it'll be about 50-50. I don't know the exact odds, but it's pretty much like a 50-50, whether you get a crystal 3 or a crystal 4. And it'll be at 2 stars, so it comes leveled up for you. So that's why it's really important to finish that bench. And if you don't have crystal 4s, and if you're, I don't know, crystal 2s, crystal 1s even, then this will help you out a ton. Now, not like a massive jump in power rank or anything like that, but it will help you out, especially with your lights. And it may seem confusing that I'm just saying this information, not showing you guys, but there is a quest line to go with it, and I do have videos specifically talking about those. And just, I don't know, in the future I'm going to go over more videos and things like that, more guides and whatnot. So if you ever need help, there's all that. And then also I do try to stream as often as I can. I haven't really been doing that lately, but I will try to do that more often. And whenever I do, you guys are more than welcome to ask questions. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. But going back to the gear crafting stuff, the crystal 4s will stay with you for a very long time. So don't worry about having them, because you're going to have them for a while. You're going to eventually want to have crystal 5s and max those out, because what happens from there is you max out the crystal 5, then you can upgrade that to mystic. As of right now, you cannot get mystic gear as a drop. That is currently the highest gear rarity. So if you have crystal 4, don't worry about it. You can have crystal 4 upwards of like 45k power rank. It's totally okay. Eventually, you might end up getting a crystal 5 drop or something like that, so that could help you out. But for the most part, you're probably going to stick with crystal 4s, so no worries at all there. And it won't take you too long to even get those. The other big thing is dragons, especially your primordial dragons. Those are going to be super important. Make sure you're working on those, especially your cosmic primordial. Get that one first if you can. What I tell people is that if there's a certain power rank requirement or power rank milestone that you're trying to hit, and the primordial dragon will take you there, then you can craft one of the primordials that only take 1 egg instead of the 3 from the cosmic. But if you can wait, then I'd say go with the cosmic, because it's going to give you more lights, and it's just kind of the meta for using a mount because of the jump strength that it gives. So it's very helpful for farming. It's very good. And pretty much from there, as long as you're doing your dailies, your weeklies, contests, things like that, the only other thing left is your gems. Now, don't worry about the stats too much if you're still farming stellar gems, but once you start getting into crystal gems, that's when you should start worrying about the stats a little bit more. And I do realize that we have mystic gems now, so this is where you can make the decision. You can take your crystal gems augment them and then upgrade those with the converters, or you can try to get semi-decent crystal gems, maybe not amazing stats, but maybe ones that have boosts into lights, and maybe most that have like the damage stat that you need, so magic damage or physical damage. And then later on, once you get the power rank requirement to get to D15, then you can start worrying about augmenting your gems, because we have that new rarity now, which is a little bit annoying now, but that's kind of where we're at. And it's going to be good that you keep your augmenting materials, especially your Bound Brilliance, because you're going to want to do that on the gems that you will keep. So most likely your empower gems are going to stay with you for a while, mainly because it's going to be hard to even get a really good one. So you're probably going to have a stellar 3-star with a good ability. You're going to upgrade that with your crystal gem converter, level that up all the way, and then eventually use your mystic gem converter. Now I do realize that there are specific boxes to potentially get a 3-star empower gem and the ability that you would want, but the resources it takes to even craft one, and then there's a chance you can get a clash gem key and things like that. It's kind of terrible. I don't recommend it, but I don't know, going with my method, it would cost a lot of qubits, and we do need qubits for a lot of things, which is why it's important to do your dailies, so please be doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to ramble on for this video. Like, there isn't a whole lot to it. It's really just doing your gear crafting profession to get your crystal 4s, and then from there it's just gems and things that you have been doing in the past. And if you haven't been doing them, then you gotta do them. So start working on your dailies, start working on your weeklies. I understand that most people have jobs, they have other things to do outside of Trove. It's understandable. So if you're unable to farm on a specific day, maybe you can hop on for a little bit to at least do your qubits. If not, then so be it. But as long as you can do your weeklies, because that will be super important, your lunar souls, your contests, empowered gem boxes, things like that, just so you can progress in the game. You will need qubits as well to progress in the game, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in this game that requires a lot of waiting, lots of time-gated things, which is super annoying. But if you happen to get stuck, like I said, there are plenty of guides on my channel, and most of them are still relevant. And if you ever have questions, feel free to reach out, whether that's in my YouTube comments, my Discord server, any Trove clubs, or even in-game in global chat. Depending on your question, you might get some people that will just troll and just say something random, but sometimes it just happens to be that way. But for the most part, I'm sure there's going to be some knowledgeable player out there that will actually help you. But anyway, that's going to be all for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed, please drop a like, as it does help out the channel a lot, and consider subscribing. It's free and you can leave whenever you want to. If you think I missed something huge, please drop it down in the comments down below, as it could help out somebody that's watching this video. And as always, thank you all so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later.